Hi folks, this is Nikhil and you are learning GoLang with me. In this particular session, I'm gonna talk about the method sets. Now, we have already built up the foundation for this. The method set relies upon two basic concepts. One is the pointer and second one is the receiver. So, just to remind, a function in GoLang is made up of this signature. You start with the func, then you have the receiver, then you have the identifier, then you have the return type, and then you have the body, function body, right? And then you have also seen that the pointer data type exists in GoLang, and then if I have the, let's say, data type that denotes int or string or a struct, then if I use the asterisk operator in front of the variable, then automatically I receive the function, the pointer variable, right? Now in this particular session, as I said earlier, we are going to see what is method set. Now when it comes to attaching the method to a function, to a struct, in GoLang there are two types of receivers. One type of receiver we already seen in detail. That type of receiver is known as the non-pointer receiver. For example, this particular function. Now in this function, what we are doing is we are attaching the getOffice function to the employee data struct. So I have defined the employee data struct, I have defined the function getOffice, and I do have the office as one of the attribute of this struct. So now what I'm doing is I'm attaching the getOffice to the employee data struct, and then the getOffice becomes the method of the employee data struct only. You cannot just call getOffice without the employee data struct instance. So in order to do so, in order to call the getOffice, I do have the employee instance. So once I have the employee instance, I can just use it and then I call the getOffice, right? This we already seen. Now if the pointer is a if the receiver is a non-pointer receiver, then either you can use the variable itself, or you can also use the pointer of that variable. For example, over here, if I just let's say printf, if I just see what is the type of my employee, and over here what is the type of the ampersand employee, then you will see the difference. You will see that the for one is the employee data function, I mean it is employee data struct. Another one is the main.employee data pointer struct or struct pointer. And then I have the interface. We have already seen this concept. So in the interface I have defined a getOffice string, and then I have the method that takes the interface instance. So now you know that in GoLang we don't have to explicitly attach the interface and the class. In fact, the type, interface and the receiver, all three of them come together to imitate the class entity in GoLang and also the interface notion in GoLang, empowering the language with the polymorphism feature. Now in order to have this alignment in between the struct, in between the interface and in between the method, what I need to do is I need to declare the interface with the getOffice method. Automatically, whenever I use the receiver, automatically this getOffice is attached to the employee data, and then because getOffice is also part of the employee interface, similar signature, then automatically or indirectly employee data becomes the, or it implements the employee interface, right? This way I have already seen. Now get employee data accepts the employee interface, and then I call the employee dot get office, and then you can see that I can pass the employee or the address of that employee or the pointer of that employee, the pointer variable. Now there is second type of receiver which is known as the pointer receiver. What does it do? It actually attaches your method to a pointer of your struct. Very subtle difference, but the key difference. Over here the method is getting attached to your struct. Over here the method is getting attached to your struct pointer. That's the difference. And now if I have the get name, so I will use the name is name, and then return the name. Now the subtle difference between this two receivers is, if I now add the get name string in the employee interface, automatically you will see that the get employee data cannot accept the employee anymore, because of the fact that now you have the get name that is attached to the function, that is attached to the pointer of the struct employee data, and that's why you cannot use the normal struct variable instance. So what you need to do is, you cannot use this, you just need to pass, or you can just make use of the pointer of this employee instance, and then only you will see that you will be able to call the respective methods. So now the name is Nikhil. So if I remove this, then I can use both, and then I will not be seeing the error. But if I add this, automatically you will have to resort to the ampersand employee, which is nothing but the pointer variable. So that's the method set for you.